Let's say you're conducting training for your information security team in any part of the organization that you have, and you want to convey where detect operations align and potentially intersect. In the search bar, we'll type detect. We can use natural language processing here, and now we can see that we have detection processes, continuous monitoring, anomalies and events, and we have respond and recover. We can look at the category tab, and we can see there's a myriad of colors in respond and recover, which means that there's probably multiple domains. We're going to take a look at the top. Let's talk about the detection process, and we see that there are 5 items here. This, we can see that we have the tasks, what category they fall under, the resources that are available. So if we take one, DEDP1, this ensures that roles and responsibilities for detection are well defined to ensure accountability, and these are some resources to the right that you could look at. If we go down to continuous monitoring and maturing your security program, we're going to collapse the detection process here. We have continuous monitoring 1 through 6. That means there's 6 separate tasks just related to continuous monitoring. And we can see here, the network is monitored to detect potential cybersecurity events. This also aligns with your logging, monitoring, and alerting policies. Let's look down, and the physical environment is monitored to detect potential cybersecurity events. This is examples that we are all trained on. Locks, defense in depth, security, redundancy, additional power. We have personal activity is monitored, right? This aligns with your logging, monitoring, alerting, along with your privacy policy of your organization and what traffic is and is not permitted on corporate devices. We can look at the malicious code and how to detect it. And then over here, we can also talk about unauthorized mobile code and how to detect it and how to respond, along with the external service provider that provides monitoring for your cybersecurity events. Now let's move into the anomalies portion. The more aware your organization is of risks inside of the organization, for example, unpatched or antiquated software or software that is existing because it is legacy or configured to support a system that is not updated, this section here pertaining to anomalies and events is probably the most important for engaging and separating noise from actionable intelligence inside your SOC. We have, again, 1 through 5 on the tasks, and we have a baseline of network operations is established. That baseline should be configured, monitored, stored, and then used as the example when suspicious or unique behavior comes into play, especially pertaining to heuristics. We want to detect events and analyze to understand the targets and methods. What's important here is sometimes we want to understand a technique, a tactic, or a procedure that a threat actor is doing, and understanding how to do that and the resources associated with them enables the maturity of the information sharing and awareness inside of your organization. And then let's go ahead and skip down to respond and recover. We have 4 items here. We can see that these cover different categories. We have response planning, we have analysis, and improvements. The response plan is executed after an incident. We notify, and in the notification, this is where you will work across your organization to find the right teams to notify the appropriate level of leadership, management, and other departments that may have a vested interest in the event that has happened. This is more applicable in industries that process sensitive or personal information, but it is also important for industries that process any customer's information because there is always a chance of compromise. And your job with information security is to ensure that you reduce the chance of compromise of your customers' data because they have trusted you with such. I hope this has been educational, and if you want to learn more, like and follow along.